Welcome back to the channel. Today we are discussing about the Ohio State Reformatory Prison. This reformatory in Ohio has a dark and evil history that will never be forgotten. Ohio certainly has its fair share of haunted houses and ghost towns. Despite what we might like to think, the Buckeye State's history hasn't always been inspiring, innovative and positive. Some pieces of it are downright dark and terrifying. One such piece is housed in the Ohio State Reformatory. Take a look at this hauntingly beautiful facility, formerly known as the Mansfield Reformatory. This historic prison first opened in 1886 and is nearly 130 years old. The reformatory is home to the state's most violent ghosts, spirits of rioting inmates who often fought each other to the death in overcrowded isolation cells are said to haunt the halls and cells of this former prison. No one could have anticipated the dark history to follow the facility, which was not even initially intended to function as a prison. Getting the reformatory up and running was a fairly lengthy process. The reformatory cost approximately $1.3 million to build over the course of 10 years. Over time, the reformatory officially transitioned into a high-security prison, and with that transition brought more violent prisoners. Walking through the halls of cells, many visitors can almost feel the frustration, rage, and despair of former prisoners. The most infamous tale of the prison involves the Hole, a small cell in which prisoners were held for 3 days when they were being punished. Several sources have reported that at one time there were 2 inmates held in the Hole, and by the end of the 3 days one did not make it out alive. The facility officially closed in 1990. And despite its disturbing history, 4 major motion pictures were filmed at the reformatory, the most famous being The Shawshank Redemption in 1993. The Ohio State Reformatory, or the Mansfield Reformatory, is an eerie and haunted abandoned prison if ever there was one. The prison was built between 1886 and 1910. It was used up until 1990, when it was closed because a federal court ordered it closed due to its inhumane conditions. It has been a favorite for TV shows, movies, and music videos, notably including The Shawshank Redemption, 1994. Some of the films shot there were filmed while the facility was still in operation. It is also regarded as one of the haunted places in the USA. For another haunted house built for the spirits of those killed by Winchester rifles, check out the haunted Winchester House in California. The prison was shuttered by the federal court after a prisoner's class action lawsuit decried the facility as being overcrowded and the conditions inhumane. It had meant to be shut in 1986, but was delayed for 4 years due to delays in constructing the replacement corrections facility. After closing, most of the grounds and supporting buildings were demolished, including the outer wall. In 1995, the remaining parts of the prison were transformed into a museum, and they have worked to preserve the remaining buildings against further deterioration. Today the East Cell Block remains the largest freestanding steel cell block in the world. Thanks for watching the video today. I appreciate all the support. Much love. Peace.